Well, that's not where it's supposed to be. What the hell happened to that? Just a moment. Hi. Is there a move to bottom? Order. Move to bottom. To above. There. Okie doke. How's the volume? Okay. First time trying it. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. They are suggesting the Strekios server. Self-improvement. A brand new world, help forge a new community that can withstand the onslaught of the demons. Steam session expired, attempting to refresh and try again. Well, this bodes ill. Yay, never mind. Ah. Interesting highlights here. Elf. Rakasha. Bay? Oh, to unlock fairies, you must complete an in-game quest. Not available, not available. Alright, elf, human, or Rakasha. Who's showing what to whom and for whatever reason? I'm seeing what Project Gorgon has to give us. I do need to adjust the volume, though. It's actually blowing my ears out, though I turned it down for you guys, so you're probably not suffering as much as I am. Hold on. It's also in a weird window where it's not like full screen for me, which is show full screen. That's better. I don't know if it, yeah, it looks like it's slightly enlarged over there. I can't click on sound. Only available from inside the game world? Okay, that's that's not good. That's a bad sign. All right, whatever. Body 1 or body 2 or body 3 or body 4 or body 5 or 6. What are these bodies? Female, please. Whoa. She's like literally yellow. All right. What does it say about them? Humans are notoriously prudish and petty, but they are extremely loyal to their friends and allies. They value honesty and hard work and hate lazy people. Elves are forest-loving, sex-addicted, and I'm an elf. What can I say? No need to go further. These are their presets. What the heck? Not loving any of the presets here. I think we're gonna have to go in and do some modifications. Let's get a skin tone that doesn't make me think of a Easter bunny pastel. Oh my gosh. Let's go for a drow type look. Can I zoom in? Oh, you can zoom in. It's not helping a lot. Interesting. Why is it changing the body shape? All right, that's acceptable, I guess. All right, their character creation stuff is... They're doing their best. We'll go purple eyes. You know, sometimes less is more. If they get rid of some of the wackier options, I think they might actually help. It looks like sometimes it's got lipstick on, but there's no lipstick color to choose from, so I'm wondering what that's about. All right, we'll go with that. We'll save it as a preset, I guess. Oh, they've got a breast slider, but it didn't do anything. It doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, it's one or nothing. It's just, I guess all elves have large breasts, maybe. We'll make her tall. And muscly. Body types. Let's back out a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. Oh, these are just random adjustments of the thing? Frick it. Yeah, just go huge. Go huge or go home. You've discovered a turn-based Souls-like. Interesting. VIP feature? Is that what it is? Maybe. Alright, the hair... We can find a better hair style than this. I don't even know what class I'm playing yet, though, so I don't necessarily... Yeah, assuming it's a class-based system, maybe it's a skill-based system, and that's... Wait. Okay. Her face is a bit uncanny valley for me. I don't know what to do about this, but... Oh, here's the lipstick color that I was seeing on the lips. Which means now I have to go back and change the lips to have lipstick. There we go. Okay. I've changed my mind. I'm never going to get through character creation, I think. Alright, what other hairstyles we got? I just want something kind of plain, but not the emo variety I normally go for. Okay, they've got all this over here. And then... But my skin color is here? They don't have goth white. That's a problem. That's a problem for me. Why are her eyebrows a different color? Okay, because it's here. You can select them separately, I guess. Alright. The clothes are painful. I don't know if I can change those. Oh, advanced mode. Interesting. I don't see... Oh, here it is. Oh, it's just to toggle the armor. Alright. Fair enough. Let's go. Oh, a name. Shit. Name's all the way over here on the left. Galathea. Galithia. Oh, they killed her immediately. I'll never join you, we'll see. Finish her mind wipe and prepare her for transit. These are witches. Galithia will be my pet project from now on. Alright, this is right into the story. You saw the stream thumbnail and you thought, oh my god, Turtle is back? No, unfortunately. This is a game about exploration. And your first task is to find a way off this island. We'll give you 60 seconds of combat training and then set you off to explore. Okay? Take. Found some food and a sword. Eat the food and equip the sword. Press the backpack icon on the right of the screen, then right-click. But can I just hit I? I can. Do I have a character sheet? C brings up recipes. Equip. Okay, so you're equipping from inventory. Eat the food in your inventory too. Eat one ration and save the rest for later. The benefits of food last for an hour. Eat. It's okay. There's some feeble old skeletons nearby. Walk up, click on one, then press the sword attack button. In the bottom right. Take all. Inventory. Equip. Oh, yuck. +5 health, +5 armor, +2 power. Better than max armor +2, I guess. For sure. Interesting. Now your armor bar will fill up? Okay. Oh, so my armor bar is on the right. It's like additional health? You might want to use a punch attack too? What is C +1? Control? Okay, interesting. Moldy ancient shoes. Okay, equip. Femur. It's a trophy. You learn the ability Parry, defensive maneuvers that diminish enemies' rage and weakens their next attack. Your new Parry ability depletes a monster's rage. When their rage is full, they can do a special rage attack. Skeleton Swordman's special move will stun you. Very annoying. Try out your Parry ability. Use it when the rage meter is getting full. I didn't do that. Moldy ancient gloves. Equip those as well. We're getting a full set of armor. Ah. That's all the basics. All right, I'm not sure I understood. But fair enough. Dilapidated guardian and a shovel. A battered tool. Shovel added to inventory. What do we got here? With this in your inventory, you will have the option of burying the corpses of deceased monsters. Burying monsters will make replacement monsters appear more quickly. What? Okay. Interesting. Leather armor bonus. If your health is below 33% of max, basic attacks restore health. I leveled up in swords. I leveled up in unarmed. I leveled up in endurance. That's a lot of leveling. I learned kick. Propel a monster away from you. Okay, this is good. That's what I'm interested in, actually. Bury corpse? Compassion XP? What? Wait, how did I bury it? Oh, there it is. Look, just look at my compassion for my enemies. Huh. You leveled up in compassion. All right, hold on. What am I not understanding here? I think I'm missing something about the combat, but let's see. So I just kicked him into the water. Oh, he stunned me because I didn't hit the parry? But the parry also doesn't attack. It's quite strange. Weird. Strange dirt. Weird and smelly and damp. All right. There's certainly a type of humor. Okay. I don't like that that's not strafe. Is there any way to change my keyboard settings? Here we go. Strafe left. Why do they all do this? Strafe right. D. It's almost like they're following the old school. Whoops. It's almost like they're following the old school, like, EverQuest style of slow turning like this. But when every modern MMO should be following, I mean, Guild Wars 2 does it. It certainly gives the old school feel when you're trying to strafe and it starts turning instead. I don't know that I like it though. So it says to use the parry when their rage bar is full. I think it's the purple thing, but I'm not sure. Oh look, a tasty crab. Catch. You leveled up fishing. I'm just leveling up like crazy. Let's talk to the observation golem. This is Project Gorgon. It's maybe an MMORPG. I mean, it's supposed to be. Let's see. We're in the tutorial, I take it. Lovely weather we're having. Oh, you seem a bit lost. Perhaps you would like some guidance. Sure. There are 3 others on the island that you may want to seek out. The first is an elven man back the way you came, right up the hill from the dock. He doesn't seem to leave his home very often. Let me mark him on your map. Okay, there's a map. You can add your own pin at any time by clicking on the map. You start with a limited number of map pins, and you get more by leveling up certain skills, such as foraging and civic pride. Who are the others? A woman on the northeastern part of the island. She mostly keeps to herself. And you see that big tower to the east of here? Yeah? Maybe? There's a teacher performing his usual studies. He may be able to answer questions. Great. Enjoy the beach. Swordsman's orbiting gem. All right, we'll go deal with that. Okay. It's interesting. They've turned rage-poking, moldy ancient... Unarmed... What? It has like 5 enchantments on it. Unarmed attacks deal +2 damage when you have 33% or less of your armor left. Barrage damage +5%. Oh, it's legendary leg gear? Okay. It's got frickin' so much stuff on it. Kick attacks deal +9% damage when you have... Okay, when I'm low on health, I do a bunch of stuff. Barrage +5%. Okay, whatever. I don't even know. Take item. In the demo version of the game, you can't pick up items dropped by other players. Oh. So this was dropped by another player, I guess. Someone dropped all their stuff, I guess. Alright, but since I'm playing the demo, I can't pick them up. Interesting. Okay. Serpentine moldy ancient shoes of kicking away toxins. They've got so many prefixes and suffixes. Holy crap. Ogre strike and Mamba strike damage +6%. Okay, this is overwhelming. I don't know if they're doing this in the demo to like showcase all the potential stuff or what. I don't know what healed me. Summon your body's last reserves of power in an emergency. You learned the ability Dig Deep. Where are my abilities? Question for you, Dave. What was, in your opinion, the best part of the Warcraft 3 editor when you were making levels? Just the ease with which you could get started. And the organizational abilities. The organizational abilities within the editor were quite nice as well. Just the way that triggers worked in general, it was an obvious progression of things. And so you sort of understood what you were going to be doing. +3, +3, +1, max armor 6. These are the same. I'm curious if these guys are like triggered to drop legendaries or if that was part of the... I'm in so much trouble. You level up in compassion. I'm just leveling up on all sorts of stuff all the time. I'm not sure what to make of that. A little too much celebration going on. No problem. I'm here to answer all questions. Let's pick some mushrooms. Mycology. I've leveled up in mycology. I'm now a mycelial expert, I guess. Why is this guy in the water? Seems like a bug. Can I swim? All right. Everything's very quick. Like there's not much delay on anything. I don't know if that's intentional or... I mean, it must be intentional, right? WASD wasn't old school though, right? Originally, like these are EverQuest. Left and right being turning is an EverQuest staple. And then I think World of Warcraft even has updated to be strafing. But the reason that it was a staple back then is because it was based on the old dungeons, like the old school turn-based dungeons where you would go down hallways and then you would like turn left or turn right. Like you would navigate in first person. Original EverQuest defaulted to navigating in first person. I think even WoW started the same. But obviously now everyone plays in third person. In third person, you're trying to position around an enemy to more effectively use your abilities. And we've learned that from everything. Even FPSs, though, did that. So I'm curious why they're doing the sort of archaic version. So it seems like the parry is actually reducing his bar there. And that's sort of its purpose, I guess. Well, they can't be better than these. Sword damage +4? Maybe they are. While unarmed skill active, 10% all acid, poison, and nature damage you take is mitigated. This also has sword damage +4. Alright, they're just chucking loot at me, I guess. Alright, these are... What level? I don't know. How'd I find this game? I've just been looking for MMORPGs, and this sort of came up. Meat. Passion. Let's get these mushrooms. But it comes up in like a suggested list of... Okay, interesting. I think if that little circle bar is full, your parry does extra damage or something. That seems to be the case. Let's see. So you see it's almost full. I'm gonna wait and now parry. Hard to tell. Pick these mushrooms. Everything's very fast and left clicky. Yeah. And you want to... Everything seems to be ability based, so I'm pressing 1 to attack. I'm not... He's not automatically attacking. Can I make this my pet? I don't think so. Wait, there's a new one. Barrage. Oh, I can... So this is my left hand and this is my right hand? Is that what's going on? That's a little bit confusing. Trying to kick. Interesting. I'm such a compassionate person. Have you seen Elegon? It's an MMO a solo dev is making in Godot. Third person well, but looks like he's made a lot of progress. I have not. There's a lot of MMORPGs coming up. Way more than I could have anticipated. I think everyone... The nature of the game industry is that it's cyclical. People feel something's missing, and it starts like 2 years out where they're trying to do something for it. Oh, my character moved in. Giant rat. Evasion. I guess the rat was not hostile. Strange platform. There's a door? A dropped sack. I think it had the stone in it. I'm not sure, though. It's good that people are trying, but not hard enough, I feel. Well, making an MMORPG is such a huge undertaking. It's very difficult to get all the systems for it. A lot of these people who are what I would call I don't want to say newbies, but basically this is like their first outing. Starting at an MMORPG is very difficult unless you're very familiar with the systems for one. And there are a lot of systems. Most MMORPGs undertaken by like a AAA studio would have different developers, different game designers for each section of the game. There'd be like a trade skills person. There would be someone who handles all the combat, and someone who handles like class design, and there might be a class designer for each class. So if you're solo doing this, you can get overwhelmed very quickly. Cheese wheel. I'll take it. Let's go check out this door. Curious if this is a dungeon. I mean, I've leveled so much, but I have no idea what's actually going on. I never even looked at the map, did I? Alright, so my goal is to get off the island. He did say I should talk to the elven man, but I don't do what I'm told. Students keep out. Creating a world, making that world lived in a believable way. It's very difficult stuff, yeah. Moreover, like, a solo dev might be good at like a couple areas, but you can't be good at everything. I know what my weaknesses are. But after 27 years of game development, I actually think I can cover almost all of the bases of things, with the exception of probably PvP. Why is it telling me I learned these now? Oh, I see. Wind Strike. Basic attacks generate a combat refresh. Oh. So you want to start with an ability and then follow up with a sword slash to regenerate. Interesting. Cartography XP. Just really XP for everything in here. Kind of crazy. So if you're like a solo dev, might be good at story and narrative and like quest design and then completely fail when it comes to combat design, or they might be really good at combat and the world lore is just a mess. Or examine. Interesting. Oh. Seems a bit impaired. Welcome visitor name here. Access to Crackle artifacts in the restricted Crackle right passageway. Authorization can be obtained by Crackle the Crackle. If anytime you need assistance, please inquire with any records worker. Like, yeah, this is already, they're trying to do a lot. Like, we've got a puzzle dungeon. We've got a form of combat, though it's a little loosey-goosey, I can tell. But that might be okay for what they're going for. You might get an interesting curse depending how you traverse this area. The game warns you, but it's been a while. I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely like some sort of puzzle. I'm not sure what that ability was or why I keep using it. Let's examine the logbook. Reading stuff is probably the best way to go here. Early entries are too faded to read, but the most recent entries appear to be a hasty record of various supplies and materials. Each entry is initialed E. He seems damaged. Emergency protocol invoked. Normal operation suspended. No info there. Hello, sir or madam. Fallback mode. I am unable to process visual input. Please identify yourself. Identify yourself as... Nope, not yet. Let's get all the information before we make any choices. He appears to be in perfect working order. Hothagalothago? Hello. Who? Oh, is that a person? Eldrin. So there's other people here. That's interesting. Hello. Hello. What? No. Password. Cannot. So it's adding THs after vowels is what's going on. I think. What is Othag? Othag. Otha. Oath. Okay, so it's a shortening thing. So it's hello. What is the password? I cannot say. Do not tell anyone. All right, fine. What is the password? I cannot say. Do not tell anyone. Well, that's super not useful then. All right. I don't see any other interactive objects here. There's a scroll in the corner. Take that. I think the most interesting part of Elegon is that the guy making it does devlogs every week on his progress. I do like that. I like reading devlogs. It tells you a lot about where things are going for that project. Some writing in Goblin. Looks like instructions. Translate. Goblin orders cannot be used. You need at least 2 skill in Goblinese. So there's languages, and they're trying to make languages important. I like that. If I were a goblin character, I assume I'd be able to... You need an empty bottle. Okay. Moldy ancient helm. These are things people have dropped, and I guess I can't interact with them. Before I go down, let's check this hallway. A journal. Read. The journals were written by someone named Elmataf. I feel like I might need a pen to take notes. That must be the name. So if I identify as Elmataf, maybe it'll give me access. Proctored some sort of test for many years. Most of the journal entries are just dates and indecipherable numbers, but one longer entry catches your eye. I have been fooled. Yesterday, a devious student passed my magic test without knowing any magic. How many other students have tricked me? Furious. At first, I assumed she used alchemy, but no, my detection runes would have alerted me to that. After interrogation, the truth is even more embarrassing. She used a primitive science called mycology. I have transcribed her method below, and will study it more carefully when time permits. You quickly memorize the recipe for a primitive spore bomb. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I mean, there's mushrooms everywhere. You need 2 more mycology to use these? Is that enough? Do you mean levels? I think they mean levels. Interesting. Oddly focused rat. Book page, read. I always thought languages was not explored enough in WoW. Totally agree. Originally, it was going to be more like EverQuest, where you would have to learn the language from another player by them speaking it. The problem was that in EverQuest, what you got was people spamming the language and they would just sit in a group and they would all spam their different languages, and you would learn all the languages that way. It was still interesting, but it was not, obviously not what was intended. There's a notebook in game. Oh, is there? Well, there's a quest log too. You have no quests. I beg to differ. You're not hanging out with anyone? Hangouts are a great way to improve your favor with NPCs. That's interesting. This game feels like an exploration of ideas. Whereas human children were often taught the simple mnemonic, 20 godlings in the ground, 20 more in air surround, 1 was killed in demon fire, 2 were banished to the mire. The logic behind the couplet no longer makes sense due to the recent changes, but the addition and subtraction at least provide the correct number of gods. Most council citizens can name a dozen common gods, but the majority of them are too minor to be well known or are most active on other continents. 20 godlings in the ground, 20 more in air surround. 1 was killed in demon fire, 2 were banished to the mire. So there's 39 gods? Do banished ones count or not? 37 or 39 then? One died, 2 banished. I don't know if that matters or not. Here's a scroll. More info. Plea for food. A scrawled note that says, please, we need food within a week or our entire village will surely starve. A king's ransom for anyone who comes to our aid. Sadly, the date is from several years ago. Uh-oh. Alright, how am I going to learn Goblinese? I just took the goblet. What are they doing? I don't want to mess with them. It seems dangerous. Is this stuff spawning on the ground? Like it's respawning, isn't it? Ah. No, I need 1 more mycology. So I need to keep picking mushrooms till I get enough, I guess. What? That? What? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa! What was that? Okay. Some interesting stuff going on. I don't know what, though. I sort of panicked and couldn't read all that text. It seemed like warnings from other players or something. You're 1/4 Goblish? You already have some understanding? Oh my god, Scott. You're going to need that lore book about the gods? I'm going to need to take it? Is that what you're saying? I wrote down... I wrote down the info from it, but let's see. I can't interact with that. If I go this way, will I just die? Feels like it. Bosses are scary. They're very hard to kill by yourself, and their special ability will curse you. Curses are weird effects that don't wear off. You'll stay cursed until you come back and defeat the boss. Just to be perfectly clear, if you go into the next room alone, you'll likely end up cursed, which is worse than death. If you go into the next room alone. What room? Oh, that room. I don't see a boss in there. I'm just going to take these mushrooms and come back later then, maybe. I think all these random objects on the ground are not necessarily related to anything. But I do have a goblet, which I could theoretically use with this. I need an empty bottle. Do I need to... What can I do with this? Split stack? Collect liquid? Nope, that's not doing it. All right. Infuriating orbiting gem of swordsmanship. All right, we'll figure that one out later. Genealogy chart? Probably valuable to somebody, but not to most. All right, let's go down and see. Strange barrier, torn page, read. Simple enough to get past the so-called guard. Reprogramming the golems gave me a little more trouble, and I fear one or two may no longer lower levels recognize my authorization. All right. As far as I can tell, the only thing I've sort of figured out is to tell them that I am Elmatath. Proctor Elmatath, your voice has changed. I hope you're feeling well. I'm fine. I need information. Yes, Proctor. What did I do at the university? Originally the head of the teleportation magics division, you were later relegated to the task of proctor for the final exams. Your teleportation expertise made you perfect for this job because students needed to be teleported to and from the exam location, which was a small, uninhabited island. The one I am on, I assume? Why was I demoted? Conjecture. You may have angered an important head of the university. You may have proved incompetent. You may have volunteered for the role for personal reasons. I see. What did I do at the university? Oh, okay, never mind. It's a loop. It's just a loop. All right. That didn't actually give me a lot of information other than he had something to do with teleportation. Access to blank artifacts and the restricted blank right passageway. The records worker. Alone, no people around. Well, there was one person, but they left. I don't know. Don't know why. Yeah, he's not giving me any passwords, so I don't have a bottle. I do wonder if I need to go talk to that elf to get more information. Can I get... I can't get through here. Touch wall? Am I gonna die? How many godlings? Oh, shit. All right, so the problem with that riddle is, like, if they're banished or dead, do they count? There was 20 and 20, that's 40. If they don't count, then it's 37. Or rather, if they do count, it's 37. Oh, jeez. Let's try 37 first and see what happens. That was the answer. Okay, so banished and died both count as no longer being a god, I suppose. All right, they're hostile. I can tell because they're red. At least the visual language is quite clear. Ah, a shield. Interesting. Hard roll. Unlocked chest. Bow and arrows. Beginner's arrow or better in your inventory. Multiple combat skills now. You can have any 2 combat skills active at once. To quickly change which skills you're using, right-click an ability icon and look for change skill. Try equipping your new bow. Okay. Choose archery. Okay. Interesting. If I do 1, what happens? Oh, it won't let me. Old sword. It looks well balanced. What? Lord Edric's blade of power archery? Cannot be used. You need at least 5 in archery. Okay. Okay. Let's shoot down this hall, I guess. Uh-huh. Well, that was a thing. Oddly focused rats everywhere. Should I fire at these? I'm trying to get enough archery to make the sword usable. I don't know how long it's going to take. Oh. Training golem. All right. Let's go back and check the previous room, though. There was something in there. There's also a scroll here, but we'll come back to that. You're hitting like a truck at least? Yeah. It is I mean, I'm not having any difficulties yet. It seems like it's balanced for like letting me do whatever I want, which makes sense. It's a demo, so we can't really trust that that's going to be the final balance. You've learned the ability Bow Bash, whack an enemy with your bow. That seems like it would be ineffectual, but okay. Is this a basic attack? It is a basic attack. You have 2 basic attacks. I guess if you run out of arrows and you're desperate, you can just smash them with the bow. But the damage on it is terrible. All right. After abandoning Head 1, this has been my primary experiment. It is always trying to invent a new kind of life, but this one's ultimate utility is unclear. Their brain mass weighs 3 stone, and yet they're dumber than a dog. And while they have psychic power, it's used only as a rudimentary attack. I have to acknowledge failure that such a large-brained creature could be dumber than an orc. Tragic. Embarrassing. The key is their diet. I fed them whatever food I could find down here, but that grows their body without growing their mind. They also need a diet of consciousness. I fed one of my mantis guardians to them, and I'm almost certain they became a bit more self-aware. I have only a few mantis guards left here. I should have brought more with me, so I must find another food source. I've been feeding rats and other vermin to the brain creatures. It's all I could find here. You learned the ability Brain Script. Dispels up to 3 stacks of the brain fog debuff? Okay. I don't know where these abilities are going. Oh, they're over here. These are shift abilities. That's why I keep accidentally doing dig deep, because I have a reflex where I hit shift 1. So that's what's been going on. Spore bomb. Oh, that's the, okay. You have 0. So I'm missing the consumable. Dispels up to 3 stack. Okay.
While individually they are still weak, their combined psychic power can be debilitating, so I created a simple counterspell to neutralize their longer-term effects. You quickly memorize the simple incantation. Animals are not sufficient. I am releasing the strongest of the brain bugs into the caves below so that they can grow and perhaps thrive. I will come and find their offspring when I have a supply of smarter creatures to feed them. I guess that's what those bugs were, but they weren't doing any psychic attacks. Frantic note. I leveled up in lore? Does everything have an ability attached? What is going on? This looks confusing. It is it could be overwhelming for sure, but I think the key here is to just go with it. The nature sphere continues to confound me. It seems to be leaking an incomprehensible amount of magic, but what amazing power. This will succeed where my other experiments have failed. The mantises, the brain beasts, all of those can wait. I have a better idea for an army. If I can create enough sentient weather, I could reclaim my place on the council, and then I could, but no more daydreaming. First, I must find a way to contain the nature sphere so that it doesn't destroy the world. Okay, well, an old bed. Power nap? What? All right. It looks like I broke her back getting into bed. What is going on? Okay, I power napped. Oh, oh no! So he respawned. Oh, fuck. All right. Excited note. The hags are becoming more persistent. I won't be able to stay here much longer. Oh, those are the things I saw at the start, I think. Must wrap up my experiments. Nature sphere is done. The magical sunlight grew a tree in just a few weeks. When I turned it off, warm sunlight continued to pour into the cave. Perhaps I understand this. Perhaps I don't understand this device as well as I thought. I don't know why I'm picking up everything. I just imagine it's important. Okay, these have all respawned. So this whole hallway is going to respawn then. All right, we've got mushrooms everywhere and an oddly focused rat. I don't know what that is. Snowy tree. I'm afraid to kill the rats. I don't think I should, actually. What? Nope, nope. All right. They are sluggish for some reason. Let's go check out this training golem, I think. Everyone from TY should go to ROR and start making some PvE content for it. Oh, what's ROR? I haven't heard of that one. Or maybe I have and I don't know what the initials are. The rat is in the garbage. Come kill it. Oh god, I don't want to kill a rat. Return of Reckoning? I'll check that out. You are now in the training room. To initiate advanced controls explanation, simply say initiate advanced controls explanation. Target selection. Your tab key cycles through enemies. Okay. You can also control tab to cycle through all of the things in front of you, not just your enemies. Okay. The next advanced control is auto move. Sometimes when you attack an enemy, you'll be too far away to hit. By default, you are programmed to automatically move to the targeted enemy, but you can disable this via your settings menu. Okay. Retargeting. If your current enemy is dead and you use an attack, you will automatically target the next living thing. If this isn't to your liking, you can change it in the settings. Okay. What is this room? Okay. Interesting. Examine the books. This is Tutorial Island is what I'm seeing. Server is performing maintenance. There may be brief moments of lag during the next 30 minutes. Oh, wonderful. Well, now you know it's a live service game. Every golem should take it upon themselves to configure these settings to their liking. Am I a golem then? Broken. Oh, you can sit? Okay. Why am I sitting? I don't know. Let's stand up. How do I make the spore bombs is sort of my question. You're still building the model kit while occasionally getting around to playing more of the games I got from the 3DS eShop before it's shut down. Nice. Yeah, I'm sort of going through my backlog of MMORPGs I wanted to check out. So here we are. What shoes do I have equipped? I have these equipped, and those are good. So we're not going to change that. Lots of arrows now. Ancient shield, repositioning moldy shield. Uh, oh, I can equip this now. No, I can't. I need 5 in archery. What am I in archery? How do I check? Support, chat, inventory, skills, and abilities. We've got these. Ah, drag and drop. Perhaps. Maybe we should move. These around so I don't, because I always accidentally hit shift 1. Now I will have to focus to actually do it. Okay, we have 3 in archery. And you can, oh, you can see the progression of skills. So when you get to 18, okay, I understand. So level 4, level 5, level 6 is what's upcoming. It'll give me a new aimed shot. Interesting. Cartography gives you inventory slots. Interesting. So you explore to increase your inventory size. Not sure I would go with that, but okay. Compassion gives you bonuses to various skills. Meditation, first aid, dying. Okay. Endurance. Your endurance increases the speed of your armor regeneration between fights. Interesting. So they've got a health and armor system. Before it gets to your health, they have to go through your armor. And your armor regens, but it looks, I'm guessing your health does not. That's interesting. Fishing. Gut your enemy like a fish requires a skinning knife. What? Okay, that's interesting. There's a crafting button on the right side. I'll get there. I'll get there. It is a better than WoW clone made by Mark Jacobs in the Warhammer universe. It's great and still being developed by fans. The end game PvE content is limited and rough though. I see. Yeah. That's always going to be the problem is the content. Even if you are really good and you figure out all the systems and all the gameplay and everything, at the end of the day without the content, you're going to struggle because there's nothing for your characters to do in the world. That's why tabletop RPGs always have a GM who can invent things off the top of their head, but not so easy for an MMORPG to do that. +1 to rabbit, +1 to spirit. That's when you bulk up. Once you have all the gameplay systems and all the combat and everything figured out, you need to bulk up the team to generate the content, to create content. A lot of people think that they can use AI for that, but no. A slow, horrific cut across the midsection. Okay, well, I see. So these are all the skills. Maybe these are those skills that I currently actively have. Quest log, books and lore. Crafting. Here it is. Basic spore bombs. I can craft 4 of these? No, each one crafts 3. So I can create a shit ton. Holy crap. Alright, that was not necessarily intentional. Shift 3? Oh, it just threw it on the floor? No, it's not. I guess it threw it at the nearest enemy, which was the... Righto. Okay. I see why they teach some of the, like, you don't necessarily want to target things the way they're... Whoops. Interesting. Yeah. Some interesting sound effect choices here. Torn page. Okay. Not secure for long-term use. Sure. Ah! Wasn't expecting that. It had a book. Is this the same room? It is. All right, let's continue down. Oh. That did not apparently disturb the others. I think I'm full on arrows. Did he brain fog me? Not sure about that. I don't see any debuffs. Wild apple. Leveled up in foraging. Oh, the aim shot takes quite a while. Oh, shit. Alchemy book. Read. Study the recipes. Click on the icon of a cauldron to use recipes. Yeah. Okay. So it does teach you that. Great. Well-chewed page. Read. Time to leave. Uh-huh. Okay. He took the majority with him. Interesting. There's a scroll on the other side here. Let's see if we can... Nope. I don't want to bash him. Oops. Oh boy. No? Ah! Alright, it's a little bit tedious to pick up everything. Oh, I see it sort of did a group thing there. Guess it depends on where you're standing. Take this scroll. Okay. It's just giving me information that they've been breeding here. That's not terribly interesting. Doesn't seem to be anything in the back wall. There's a plate. Don't ask me why I would want that, but... Oh, we should one-shot him. I already read that. I think I've already been in most of these rooms. Let's go back. Everything respawns, so I do need to be a little bit careful. This All right, whatever. Make sure there's no rooms on either side and grab this for whatever reason. I think it's food, so that might be good. And let's check these books. Psychology Mach 2 teaches you a psychology technique. Right click to learn. Must learn ability Mach first. Don't have that. For repairing minor armor damage used by armor patching abilities. Okay. How do I compare this to what I currently have? Do I not have any hats on? Parry and riposte. Okay, that's not it. Inventory slots +1. My god. This is not the same game from yesterday. No, not at all. I don't know what I currently have equipped. I guess I had nothing equipped, or did I have nonsense equipped? Can we arrange my stuff so that I can tell? I still need archery 5. Let's move this. Oh, it just drops it at the bottom. So it's like a ordered list of some sort. Sort inventory? Okay. Not particularly fond of the sorting that it did, but we'll go with it. The E is for equipped. Fair enough. Let's equip this. It gives me another inventory slot. Okay. Level 5 exceptional headgear is required. Okay, so we need exceptional headgear to wear that. Interesting. Let's update to this armor because it gives even more armor. You could see my armor go up. Though it says 40 out of 40, it seems like there's a max. All right. That seems good. That seems good. This I would like to equip, but can't until I get another level up in archery. I think wearing a shield will unequip the bow because it's right and left hand. Let's eat that. Level up that. Sure. Parasol mushroom flakes creates a pile of flaked parasol mushrooms. You learned rotten strawberry. Turn a perfectly good strawberry into a perfectly bad one. Magic? No, it's alchemy. Pick-me-up juice helps you see the positive side of any situation. Great for depressed people. Caution may be addictive. What? Okay. Okay. Let's see. It's certainly amusing, to say the least. A pile of flaked parasol. Pick-me-up juice. I'm missing too many ingredients. You need a potato and strange dirt to make a rotten strawberry out of a fresh one. Okay. Okay. We haven't yet used the spores in combat. Touch wall. Will this kill me? Restricted. Prodigy testing area. For access, please see Stronmar Academy Proctor Elmataf. You can find Elmataf in the lighthouse on top of the hill. Okay. I had to go talk to that stupid elf anyways. I guess that makes sense. Let's go back out, I think. I think we've exhausted how far we can get here without more information and some sort of very specific bottle to get those liquids. Exit. At least we haven't been cursed. Not yet. Ah, level 5 in archery. Now we can equip this ridiculous, exceptional main hand sword.
which gives us all sorts of bonuses to archery. Let's try going up here and go back a different way than the beach. Curious if we might run into other people. That's a player. It seems like I could attack him. I'm not going to, though. I don't know if this game is PvP or not. Rival's Tombstone. Killed by the living dead. Is there a day-night cycle? Huh. History of Alharth. The lead wizards from each school met in secret, calling themselves the Council of 13. Had the Gorgons found them then, we would still be under the yoke of the Crone hegemony to this day. But under the cloak of magical secrecy, they organized a rebellion. Queen Hagata declared open war upon the upstart humans and called for aid from her allies. The orcs followed her lead, but the elves of Verta refused to honor their treaty. This is too boring. You stop reading and focus on more pressing matters? Interesting. Little self-aware. Basics of alchemy. Study. Click on the icon of a cauldron to use recipes. Oh, this. Right. We're good. Oh, hello. It's the guy. An old elf. The island is just a starter zone, and I remember things being different once you get to the real world. Interesting. Portraits look kind of goofy. It's pretty goofy. I think art-wise, they're using stock assets from something. They look a bit familiar, but I can't quite place it. Come back to tour the old grounds. While the island's not in good shape anymore, I don't think you'll enjoy your visit. I never forget a face. You were younger back then, but I guess that's how time works. Anyway, if you came to visit, there's not much left. Another person got mind wiped? Those damned hags have dumped a dozen or so people here the past year. No idea why. Most of them got killed within an hour or so of arriving. Do you remember any of my lessons? No. Is there a way off this island? You could swim. That was a joke. The sea's full of sharks and horrible beasts. An elven friend comes to visit me every year or so. You could get a ride back with her. Shouldn't be more than 6 or 8 months wait. Any other way? Teleport? Teach me. You were a fast learner before, so I guess I could try to teach you again, but it took you weeks to master it, and that's after you'd been studying the basics of magic for quite a while. Hopefully some remnants of that training is still in your head somewhere. We can give it a shot and see. How do we begin? An amethyst as a catalyst, and I'm fresh out of gems. Here. Did I pick up an amethyst inside? I must have. Great. Learning teleportation. 10 seconds. All right. Was that psychological damage I was taking? What was that? Now that you know the basics, you should go find a working teleportation platform and practice binding to it. Find one of them and bind yourself to it with your amethyst and the salt I just gave you. One other thing. A small chance your amethyst will explode when you use it. Perfectly normal, nothing to be ashamed of. Whenever you cast a teleportation spell, there's a 1 in 5 chance of your gem exploding. That's why you should always carry a spare. I'll give it a shot. Alright. We saw those platforms earlier, so we can go give it a go. I'm curious if I can get to the top of this tower and get a better look at the island. Oh dear. That is definitely a very wonky way to do ladder climbing, but here we are. A butcher's knife. I'll take it. I think this is a... It's a tool. Keep it in your inventory. You'll have the option to butcher the corpses of some enemies. Got it. Whoa. All right. Let me zoom in so I can actually look out over the island. I guess when you use low textures and low poly models and stuff, you can get away with this. There's no LOD either. Can I shoot him from here? Or am I gonna jump off trying to get... He almost jumped off. My character almost jumped off trying to get to the spider. Jeez. Alright. That is a very wonky ladder. Be careful. Be careful with archery and other abilities. It looks like I would have run right off. I mean, from relatively safe position up here, I can kill stuff. But the thing is, it's not like the combat is particularly hard. I don't think I've even been wounded yet. Alright, late? No. It seems like there's just random loot. Ivory spoon. That seems more important than the other stuff I've seen. Whoa! I think he just gave me an amethyst. I'm so compassionate. I just wish I could sell some of this stuff. Can I get this? Oh dear. Was this a trap? No, I guess not. Oh. I'm just worried about who died here, and it said they were killed by undead, so I'm worried that some undead might spawn or something. Let's go over here. We can try the binding. See what happens. That is a very floaty jump. Oh. You have 3. Okay. Bind circle, bind once. So it might explode, I guess? You just learned the recipe recall circle. Sends you back to the teleportation circle you're bound to. You must be standing on a teleportation circle. So I can teleport from one of these to the one I've been bound at. All right. Talk to Elma Taff. I guess I don't think there's a point to recalling to where I'm at. Oh, he stunned me anyways. I thought I hit the parry in time, but I guess not. A mound of dirt. Oh, this was for one of the recipes. Alright, let's see. Am I getting weaker? Butcher corpse. That's a new one. Bury corpse. Butcher it and bury it. Oh my god.
What? Not again? What do you mean? What am I currently wearing? Oh, right. Oh, is this leg gear? It looks like a cape. Sort. Alright, the sorting is not too bad. Sort of gives me an overview of my options in each category. These look like pants. Oh, these are... No, these are pants. But so are these. That does not look like pants. You know, new icon for that one. Alright, where am I going? Let's go back to the elf and see what he says now. Because it seems like he has something, he definitely has something I need to get out through the puzzle. At least that's my assumption anyways. Though there was mention of using the spore bomb to get through. This positioning is terrible. He needs to be further back in the room so you can get to the top and see him. Because initially I'm just like looking at steps. Just level design stuff, I guess. I found a glowing red barrier in the dungeon. Dungeon? Do you mean the records facility? Those offices were dark and cold. None of the faculty wanted to work in there, so we ended up converting some of the rooms in the lower levels into a testing area. They sealed it off when they left for safety, but I think they just couldn't be bothered to deal with the leftover skeletons. Can you get me in? I was a proctor. I should still have a pass. Okay, so he gave me literally the thing that gets me through there. I found this... Right. So students used to come here. There was a school for gifted people a while back run by the council. They were looking for the best and brightest to become master warriors, battle mages, thaumaturge, and ultra-heroic blah blah blah. This island was part of the final exam. Students had to show confidence in a bunch of different skills. I wonder if you passed. Guess it doesn't matter. Can I read your books? Just don't run off with them. Okay, that's it. What did he give me? Proctor's Pass. Oh, okay. So that's where I was stuck. I couldn't get lower. What? It said to... No. Never mind. I'm curious about other areas of this island, but what is this? Oh, shoot. Am I going to run out of room? Still got 14 slots free, so probably not. What? Is a freaking dinosaur out here? Furry corpse. Was that a pouch? Coin purse. Small sack of counsels. Right click to empty. Oh, it's money. I guess that's the first money I've gotten. Interesting. All right, back into the dungeon. The rats don't bother me. I guess I won't bother them. Right. All right, so we're just gonna go... Squee. Oh, someone's in here. I think. Maybe. I mean, there must be magical spells or something I'm missing. Oh, it's Eldrin. He was here earlier. Let's back up Eldrin.
was that? Was that like a exceptional item? It seemed to be making a noise for some reason. Level 6 exceptional heat gear. Equip? Increases max underwater held breath. They just so much randomness in this. Repairman's moldy ancient shoes of effortless parrying. It's a lot. It does sort of make me want to loot like literally everything I come across because at a minimum I know there's a random chance for some ridiculous item with like 1,000,001 stats on it. Touch. Touch. There. The pass that Elmatath gave you vaporizes as the barrier fades away. Since he just came through here, he could have grabbed stuff, and I might have to wait for it to respawn. I don't know. Oh, hello. One shot, one kill. Reposter's moldy ancient shirt of refortifying. That's a lot. I will equip that. Let's sort our inventory again. Oh, your armor goes down because you're equipping something, I see. He's just barreling through. I kind of want to explore a bit and make sure I don't miss anything. Prison. Doesn't look like they can hurt me, though. Oh, where was he going, though? He was going somewhere. Is there a secret way? Or maybe this curves around. Hi. Is he gonna get to me? Wait. Wait. What? I don't care anymore. Oh, there's a notification if he can't reach you, I guess. So they do have limits. You can't just kite them around the entire thing. This looks like a puzzle. Oh. Oh, no. We don't want that. Examine. It is unlit. I'm afraid if I light it, something will happen. So let's take a look around first. No, there's lamps everywhere. That's how you get hoarder bags? I mean, would you expect me to not have hoarder bags? I'll leave. Rats don't care, so we'll leave them alone. Ooh. Oh. He got into my health. I think that's the first time that's happened. And my health just regenerated, so it's not what I thought at all. Wait, it says talk to Elma. But I did. Maybe their quest system's broken a little bit, because I did it out of order. These are not mushrooms. A broken barrel. Just bits of ruined barrel. I'll just pick that up then, I guess. This feels like I'm going to something important, but I'm not sure. Okay. I see. That sound, that boo, that seems to be like, oh, it's an important item. It's got magic. A lever. We have no idea what this does, though. I think it opens this door. Indeed. Oh. Seems the combat could get deadly. Given how fast you regenerate, I guess it makes sense. Corpse. A note. Let's see if we can read the note. Handwritten note. If you're reading this, then I didn't make it out alive. Please help my friends. They're still trapped in this horrible cave. Look for the Everburn campfire. We came for spider eggs, and the spiders seem weak enough, but as we climbed higher into the caves to reach the egg chambers, we found much harder ones. I think his friends are long dead, but let's go look. I'm gonna get ambushed. Ah. Oh, I'm poisoned. Ooh, and it's bad. All right, it's healed back up, but that's definitely a situation where I might want to dig deep. Though that restores power, not anything else. I think we're going to be hurting if we go too much further. A biting vine. Okay, hold on. I'm a little bit worried that the webbing here is gonna mess me up. What is a biting vine? Okay. Ah, shit. A huntsman? A baby huntsman? Okay. I saw that. What's this? Arrow resistant web coated hat. Piercing damage reduction +4 when archery skill active. You need at least 10 in archery. Okay, so we're definitely hitting above our weight here in this area. Doesn't seem to be anything of importance here. Though I see that my cursor has changed into the default mouse cursor, so I'm wondering... I think this is going to be like a swarm of hornets. Yeah. I don't think this is a good idea. Also, now we have this problem. It's a good thing we've been leveling archery, or we'd be in real trouble with the biting vine. Because he just slows you down so you can't get into melee range.
Spider web gear is your favorite visually? Web gear? Oh. These things are respawning. I need to move out of here before I get surrounded and destroyed. The ones at the entrance nearly killed me because of the poison, so I don't imagine it's going to get easier. Oh, shit. Yeah. So it does like a nearby list and it lets you go through them. That's not too bad. It could be a little snappier and not so disruptive. Oh, they're all dead. Okay, I did find them. It said to go up, but it seems not too problematic. You've already looted this chest recently. 101 uses for spider eggs. Study the recipes. Oh, hookshot. This drags the target towards me. That's great, I guess. Poison protection. Ah, okay, that actually could help me right now, couldn't it? Corpse has been drained of fluid. You find some eggs in a sack. Okay. And here's a cooking fire. Let's cook. Poison protection potion. I'm missing milk. That's definitely a Minecraft thing, isn't it? Did that come from Minecraft or did that come from something else? Drink milk to reduce poison. So you must be standing on a teleportation circle. So no, I guess I don't have to. Or I do have to be on one. All right. Without milk, I guess I won't be able to do that. So maybe we can find milk somewhere else on the island. And then I might come back here. But based on my initial encounters, I think it's quite dangerous to stay here and potentially get surrounded by spiders. Yeah. Cave exit. Do I want to leave? Or should I go back to the dungeon? I'd almost rather exit and see what's here. Or maybe I cannot. Okay, whatever. Oh, hello. We hope you're enjoying the demo. Oh, was that the escape? I guess I guess I didn't need to learn how to teleport off the island. Galithia, you've always been a sneaky one. I expected you to get help from Elmataf, but you found a different escape route. Oh, maybe there's multiple ways off. Those Katuri really did rip out all your memories, didn't they? I'm so sorry for your loss. And mine, we used to be very close. What's a Katuri? They're demons, and you were a demon hunter. You tracked them for months only to finally lose a battle, but they didn't just kill you. Oh no, that would have been too nice. I'm a demon hunter? One of the best. You worked for the council, taking out problems that were too difficult for them to handle through regular channels, but I guess this time you bit off more than you could chew. Why am I still alive? The Katuri corrupted you after you fell. I followed you across the ocean and watched your battle from a safe distance. When I saw you fall, I cried for days, but then I heard your faint mental echo crying for my help. I snuck into the Katuri camp and saw them torturing you. I tried to rescue you, but when you spotted me, you ordered me to leave and save myself. That hurt, Galithia. That hurt a lot, but I obeyed you. I've always been loyal to a fault. Why did they torture me? Demons are creatures of malice. Okay. We had to use the ancient cleansing ritual. I'm sorry, Galithia. The truth is that the Katuri are to blame. I'm the one who erased your mind. I had to do it. Do you forgive me? I understand. Why can't you teach me? Because I'm not really here. I'm talking to you through a projected illusion. I'm in a distant land trying to take care of some delicate matters. There's a dangerous man you need to find. Who's this dangerous man? Dalvos was a professor at the Secret Council University. I'm sure you had classes under him. Why is it always a school fantasy? And let me make it clear. Dalvos is the reason your country is battling demons. Demons, care to elaborate. Dalvos made the giant crystal walls that have trapped an army of demons. He summoned the walls just seconds after the demon force invaded, but that spell must have taken days of preparation, which means he knew the invaders were coming. Okay, so I talked to him, then what? He must know a way to stop them. Where is he? There's way too much words here. Look for the fortress called Cerebral Keep. Less is more. Less is more. That's, if I can teach anyone about narrative design, less is more is one of the most important lessons that I can teach. Is okay, how do I do this? Cerebral Hills. There's no civilization here, except for an inn west of here. Past that inn, take the road north. Okay. I'm going to end this illusion. Okay. Warning sign. Read. This cave is unstable and may collapse. Also, it's full of spiders. Really big spiders. If you get trapped or bit, nobody's going to save you. Stay out. Interesting. Oh. Someone's just dropping random shit everywhere. Fair enough. What's the sign say? Read the sign. Milk is an old wives' tale of curing poison. It does have some validity. Calcium ions act as an uptake inhibitor for salt channels that venoms typically use. Ah. There's 3 ways off the island. That was the dungeon route. Okay. Can I get the apple? Oh, I can. Foraging. You've already picked the ripe apple from this tree. You can harvest more apples in 4 minutes and 59 seconds. Okay. All right. It said west is the inn, and I'm heading south, north, west. Wow, I almost died. These guys are no joke. Let's I don't know, maybe eat something. Eating does seem to help. A little bit Minecrafty in that. Regen is fast though once it kicks in. It's the nature of the sub-mediocre writer to yap. What? It's easy to persuade people just by sounding smart? It depends on if they know what you're talking about or not. If they have no idea, then sure. But if they have even the littlest clue, they'll figure you out very, very fast. Butcher. Berry. Butcher and berry. All right. I am, these are these hostile? I mean, they're red, so they must be. You botched the butchering. That's what's happening. Flame Striker Acid Addled Blade. Level 15. Jesus. Are these actually hostile to me, or are they... Dare I piss him off by approaching? Oh, okay. They're not actually hostile. I think those spiders are, though. Or I imagine they are.
Plenty of cows in the area? Oh. Can I milk them? Oak wood chips. No. Someone else dropped that. They don't seem that angry at me. Maybe I'll leave them alone and see if I can get to the end. You need 4 more levels in foraging. Okay. Let's forage some apples, maybe? People just dropping shit everywhere. It's just a right-click interact. I actually like that. It's interesting, though. The trees don't left-click, but the mushrooms do. For consistency's sake, left-clicking the tree should also give you a forage option. Man, people just leave shit everywhere. Does that mean these trees are interactive? No, they are not. This is giving me Mist vibes in terms of like the overall look. These celebrations are out of control though. They need to be a little bit more subtle. I don't need sparkles in my face for every little thing. Maybe just at milestones, you know. I don't mind the thing popping up saying that you gained the skill or gained experience and stuff, but the... Okay, right-clicking the mushrooms skipped the pickup option. Hey, cows! Let's go right-click them and see if they give me milk. Though I don't have any bottles, so I'm not sure if that's going to work. You played this 20 years ago in testing, and there were a few months of content, not including secret content, which there's a good bit of. I could tell that there was probably... Oh. I did have bottles. Hello, Gertie. Nice. Oh. You've already milked her in the past hour? Okay, so it's 1 per hour. You do not have permission. Let's go get permission, maybe? I did notice that I grabbed some water. It looks like I'm out of room, though. Maybe we can... Hey. No free food. I don't want free food. Liar, but you're too late. The loggers stole most of my supplies when they fled. Can you teach me how to grow crops? Oh, I was being rhetorical, but hell, tell you what, if you want to grow food, you can use my farm. I have some seedlings I can sell you. Thanks. What else did you want? Give a gift. A gift for me? Strange dirt? Is it suggesting strange dirt, or did he give me strange dirt? Oh, items that seem to be good gifts are highlighted. Ah. +7. Gain 7 favor with Julius Patton. Okay. So there's like a individual faction system. Spore bombs for Julius. Obtain potent spore bombs. Okay. Crop of onions. Oh, it's going into a quest log, I see. Can I sell? No. I can buy. And it's very expensive. Training. You need gardening skills. Okay, interesting. So there's a whole farm system. Oh, you can't go in. It's his house, I guess. Makes sense that he wouldn't let me in unless I maybe have to earn favor with him. Is that a fire? Is that a burning sheep? That's a fire sheep?
Oh. Whoa. Shh. Yikes. Eat. I had to eat the strawberry. Eat this apple. Dear Lord. Okay, so those are clearly hostile. Don't go near burning sheep. Just carry the milk in your hands. What? You know where this is headed? Well, nowhere good, apparently. Oof. All right. Is this the inn? Is this an inn? Or is there another place to go? I feel like I need to find someone to sell stuff to. Yeah, that looks like it could be, maybe. Just gotta watch out for burning sheep, apparently. Who would have thought? I don't think valley sheep are hostile, but who knows? Harvest. You need a saw. Okay. Don't pet a burning sheep. Clearly you've never read the Warcraft 2 quick tips. Oh yes. Yes, I have. I mean, I figured it was something along those lines. I just didn't think it would be actively hostile. I thought you would have to go interact with it and then reap the consequences of your actions. Instead, he just came straight at me like a bat out of hell. All right. Rats don't seem to be hostile, so I'm just going to avoid them. Brianna Willer. Hello. Can I help you? I don't deal with strangers. I only sell to people I trust. But how do you get new business? Until those damn frogfish whatever people leave and take the goblins with them, I don't want new business. That'd draw attention to myself. The Rannies haven't found me yet, but the goblins caught wind of me somehow. If they figure out where my farm is, I'd have to run for the hills. Please just go. Okay. An outhouse? Surely there are no shenanigans here. Search. Yes. Searching waste material. When was that? Strange dirt. Okay. That makes sense. Dear Lord. 3 more levels. Okay. We can milk Princess maybe. Do I have a bottle though? You need an empty bottle first. What if I drink water? I have no room in my inventory. Armor potion? What? Covers 75 armor. Ah. So this is why people are dumping shit. That makes sense. Drop. 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 I'll probably be sad later when I find someone to sell this shit to, but oh well. That should clear things up. All right. If I drink this water, do I get... Oh, yeah. You get the empty bottle. Milk. Thank you. Now I have 2 milk. Those quick tip things were around up to StarCraft with Brood War. Yeah. And then the humor left the company and they became all corporate. Plus, there wasn't really loading screens anymore. And in Warcraft 3, they were used as back lore for the map you were about to play. And that looks like an inn, maybe. Let's go see. Strange thoughts. We should probably do some combat while we're full health. Warcraft 3 definitely did have loading screens. War 2 and BW had no loading even on machines of the time. Brood War? Free and foraging. WoW also had loading screens. They told us what Alaria and Turalian were up to. I guess when you were teleporting. Baroness Marith Felgard. Hello? Oh dear, an elf. Listen, elf, just because you're allowed to live in Serval Keep doesn't mean you can trounce all over the duchy. You're trespassing. I'm here to help. Why? I'm an adventurer. An adventurer? In this day and age, I thought your lot got conscripted into the army. Well, I don't have much to offer you, adventurer, but Lord Serval would have wanted you to be welcome, so I suppose you can sleep in the stable for a few days, since I don't have any horses anymore, but not longer than a week. I'm here to help you, not ask for your help. I do have work for someone with a good sword arm. I pay in councils, and my prices are set. I don't haggle. Okay. What do you know about the Ranelon army? They're not an army, they're a settlement. And Noyos is the god of seas, lakes, and water. He's kind of fisherman, but we must always remember his ultimate goal. He wants to flood the world? Why? Believes that life flourishes more wondrously under the sea? Okay. Okay, so the Ranalos are out of control breeding here. Oh my god, I don't need all this. Less is more, less is more. Give a gift? What is she like? Nothing, it seems. Do favor. Distract the Renelon. Oh wait, do favor. Clearing the Renelon temple. Do favor. Attacking the Renelon farms. Okay. That's just sort of like a quest list. She said I can sleep in the stable? Can you actually sleep in a stable? It seems you cannot. The only War 2 and BW loading screens were the console variants, one of which you did work on. Yeah, I know. N64. Anytime you had to switch continents, load into an instance or log in for the first time. Right. You mean for WoW? Yeah. All right. I think we're going to die. Let's go harvest a tree. So was that the inn? I'm so confused. Julius, Brianna Wheeler, Baroness Marith Felgard. Where's the inn? Curious. Feels like there's no other people out here. Empty crates. There's a burning sheep. I'm going to treat him as actively hostile, because he is. Oh my god. Bah. You piece of shit. Oh, I'm still burning. I need to do something. I need to eat something. Or do something. I don't know what to do.
Yikes. Yikes. I don't like the control setup here. I need to do something different. Spiders everywhere. Not the inn, closer to the grape farmer? Oh, really? So ridiculous. Oh, you can't move and attack. All right. You can't move while attacking. What? Why does he have a crown? Do you see that? Oh, okay, fine. These feral sheep will not tolerate human being sheared. Oh, okay. Now I understand. You leveled to 3 in butchering, but I still have yet to get a single thing from butchering anything. All right, so the valley sheep are hostile if you approach them, I guess. You just learned the ability Seek Objective. Instantly turn to face the next objective in your active quest. If it's within visual range, it will be marked with a pillar of light. I don't think that's going to work. Where did I get this ability? Ah, Ranelon. That's what I've been looking for. I might regret it. That was a mistake. Oof. Yeah, he almost killed me. Amulet of Fire Magic. I haven't seen magic at all. Okay, so he's like just... If you get near him, he's coming after you. No, yo. The arrows they have on them are from me shooting them. That's what I just figured out. So you don't necessarily lose any arrows. All right, let's go back. The Ronalon are going to be too difficult for me to fight if I run into 2 of them at a time or I aggro like a half a town or something. Curious what that crown means. All right, I don't trust this. Oh my god, they're grouping. So they have shared aggro, clearly. It would seem. Finishing blow. Has a taunt. It is the highest of the abilities so far. I don't know what these crates are good for. I'm encumbered. All right. I think we can start dropping stuff. Crude underwear. Moldy shields. We'll try to keep magical stuff, I guess, in case there is a vendor that we can sell things to later. Presumably. Small box for storing up to 4 items. Lasts for 5 minutes. Each player that accesses storage crate can store their own items. All storage crates allow access to the same items for that player. What does that even mean? Okay, that's confusing. When you played, even though there were other people, it almost always felt like a single player experience most of the time. There's probably much more now, but outside of bosses, books, and chatting, it seems like you don't really run into players very frequently here. Other than the one in the dungeon. I haven't seen another. I see an inn over there. Or, well, I don't know. I see a house over there. Maybe, oh, fire sheep. See, he kind of sees me. Oh my god. Hunting fire sheep is a quest? Jeez. I do wonder how many players they have. Like in general. It could just be that since it's a demo, people are playing and going once they feel like they've... Oh no. Once they feel like they've figured the game out. No. No! Ah! Poison, still. Can I just make it here in the wild? I think I need a thing to make. No, I guess I don't. All right. I only have 2 milk. So this, how long did this last? 60 minutes. All right. Worth. That is a burning freaking sheep. Buck deer. How much you want to bet he's hostile too? Oh, he's running. Debug info. All right. He was not actively hostile, so. Is he coming back to fight? What's he doing? He does not care. Does he care? He's confused. Okay. This needs to die. That's for sure. Jesus H. I have not successfully butchered anything. It almost feels like a joke at this point. Winter Feyblood. Sammy. Calligraphy. Okay. You like gifts? Sinewy beast meat and mutton and venison. Here, have some venison. Plus 1.5. All right, fair enough. Do favor. Grapes. All right. Oh, shop. Shop. Sell? Ah, finally. All right, great. Now I regret dropping all that shit. This vendor will not pay the item's full value of 56. Okay. What shirt am I wearing then? All right, just sell it. It definitely feels quite solo-ish overall, yeah. Finally getting into the cache. Ring of Vague Poison Resistance. I could have been wearing that the whole time. Interesting. I'm not sure I like that. Vulnerability to poisons minus 5%? That almost seems like... That's quite a weird way to do that. I would rather see resistance to poison plus 5% or something, but whatever. I guess it depends on how the math was done and what the, what you call it? What data they're pointing at. Decapitate increases your max health. I don't know what most of these do. Parry restores health. I mean, that's interesting. He won't. It's 85? Okay. Maybe I should hold on to it. Don't know. I've already got these, so these can go. Web encrusted pants. 56. 50's fine. Okay. Clearly I should, in the demo you can't buy items from other players. This means the buy used and consignments tabs are unavailable, but if you accidentally sell something that you want to buy back, you can still repurchase it from the buy used tab. Got it. Ring of Vague Poison Resist. Equip. Ring of Vague Poison Resist. Equip. Oh, you can only equip one ring? I should be able to equip 10 rings! What is this nonsense? Why is it level? These are both... This is level 10. This is level 15. But they're the same. Alright, fine. There's some interesting choices. Deploy. What does this do? Store items. Items you place in a storage crate can be accessed from any other storage crate. Interesting. All right, let's sort my inventory. I guess you could just toss 4 things in there. Here, just throw these in there. What if I put crates in crates? Wow. And then I only need 1 crate on me, and I can pull out another crate from the crate.
Infinite crates. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to do with any of this stuff, to be honest. A parts box? Search. Nothing valuable. Somebody died here? Born. Is death... If I die, it's like... Is that game over? What are they doing? Alright, that was the... No, that's new. There's a burning sheep there. Oh my god, there's a tiger? What the frick is this doing here? That does not belong here. Okay, we're gonna have to run. No, we are probably gonna die. Yeah, not looking good. Whoa. I see what happened here. I know what happened. Jesus H. Broken necklace. Hmm. Falling damage minus 10%. Bear greater than tiger? Yeah. Can I use the writing table? You can barely read and certainly don't know how to write. You need at least one calligraphy before you can attempt anything. Okay, fair enough. A spleen. Oh. All right. I'll just leave the storage crate there. I see why it only lasts 5 minutes. You've learned multi-shot? Fire arrows at all nearby targets. Seems dangerous. Okay, these fire sheep are everywhere. I'm worried about that tiger respawning. Can I get fire resistance? Okay. Why are there fire sheep everywhere around here? This must just be the fire sheep area. Oh, there's a portal. A rustic bedroll. These people? No. Studying the grass. A water spout. So the Ranelson monsters have a wizard? Ranelon. Weather witching. Oh god. How do weather witches fly? Turn part of your body into wind. Okay. Here, have a gift. Some golem clay. And that'll do. Do favor. Do favor. Do favor. Clear the area of fiery abominations. Yeah, fair enough. So if I recall, will I go back to the island? I guess I could go see the other ways to get out of there, but I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Maybe I should bind here? In case I die? I'm assuming this is where you go if you die. But I don't actually know. The inn is north. I suppose I've completely missed it. Now I'm level 6 in teleportation. Small talk. What? Ah, training? Ah. Oh, 20,000. Okay. I need weather witching as a skill. And it's very high level. Let's power nap. I don't know what napping actually does for you. So food is important, it seems. You definitely want to have as many buffs as you can. A rustic bed. Okay. So I guess you can sleep here. He did ask me to clear the sheep. So I'm thinking about trying, though they are very deadly. Multi-shot does 28. Aim shot does 26. I guess we start with a multi-shot. He didn't explode. I guess I haven't been killing them. They've just been getting close enough to bomb me. Good to know. Friendly tornado? Excuse me? I won't attack a friendly tornado. It's a DPS race. Yeah, it seems so. I think what I need to have is the multi-shot does actually quite a bit of... No! Oh. Didn't make it. Bummer. I'm not sure how friendly those tornadoes actually are, so we'll just avoid them. Empty purse. Okay. Nice. We did almost die yet again, so we can just wait for the regen. The only issue right there is that I see two of them near each other, and they do seem to share aggro, so I'm gonna... not. Or do I have to? Where's the quest log? Hunting sheep. 8 out of 10. All right. Only 2 more. Here's one now. So start with the multi-shot. I think I've got the hang of the kiting there. The main issue is that I have to hold down control to hit these buttons, and hitting control 5 while getting ready to move backwards is not the easiest thing in the world. I should probably move them to other keys. Calling bullshit on that one.
All right, now would be a very bad time to run into something. Three more mycology? Oh my god. All right, I think we're getting to the edge of the range of where I should be. Did we complete that quest? 2 unread completed quests. Completed hunting fire sheep. Completed quest hunting sheep. Ah. Oh, I don't have to return. Okay. So you can just grab all the quests and then run out there and do them. Oh, I never talked to Elma Taff about the binding? I swear I did. Alright, that's weird. No. Alright, let's head north towards where I've heard rumors there's an inn. Web encrusted shoes of infuriating arrows. Level 15. I need sword and archery at level 15 to get that. Okay. Okay, there's a walk button holding down shift. Is there a run button? Should probably have looked at all the keys. All right, we know that this guy's going to attack us, so let's start the attack first. Got me some mutton. No, wait, we were here, weren't we? Yeah, it's Brianna Wooler. She looks annoyed. Okay, bye. All right. Book pages? Gee, it's dark in here. Seems worthless. Fair enough. Bury it. The next step in the quest is not anywhere in this zone. Okay. Cold resistant ring of furry clawing. I tried to auto run and it It's not number lock, if there is one. Is that stone important? It's on the map. I am level 9 compassionate. Meditation pillar. What? Oh. Receive the unarmed combo available from a meditation pillar? Oh, you need salt to meditate? Okay. It's a salty meditation. Meditation level 2. You can just meditate forever? 50 meditation XP. First time bonus. Uh-huh. I guess this is if you want to be a monk. Receive the 2 combos from a meditation pillar plus a third combo. Punch, punch, barrage. Final step deals 25 extra damage. Definitely, if you wanted to be a monk, this would be, you would go meditate about it. Is that a horse? Interesting. No? Do I have to do it again? Oh, it's going through the mushrooms. Now we're getting into the outer realms of meditation. Receive the 2 combos from meditation pillar plus a third combo. Cobra Strike, Hip Throw, Punch. Final step deals 40 extra damage to enemy armor. Oh, it wants different food items to meditate on, I guess. This is interesting. Since I've just been out randomly collecting stuff and hoarding like I normally do, I guess I probably already have most of the materials at once. It's interesting that there's all these different things you level up in. I don't think I would necessarily use that for Dead Gods, but I suppose it's not that much different from trade skills and things. Having different skill sections. Earns 20. I mean, I guess you should always do the highest one, but... TWOW 2.0? No. Definitely not. Bit too many? Yeah. Well, if I were going down the path of the monk and I wanted to do unarmed combat, this would be exciting. But I'm more of a completionist, so I'm just doing things. Dave cleanly shaven, that's new. Yeah, my wife sort of demanded it. She was not she's not a beard fan, I guess. I've known that for quite some time, but you know, whatever. I think I've maybe exhausted this. No, oh, okay, one more and I'll get it. I'll use something I have more of, the parasol mushrooms. See what that does. It should give me. It's telling me how much XP it's going to give me. So. So level 6 is what? Also apples.
Should I use the lower level stuff first? Since I have 20 mushrooms. These use the same material but give you more. Strange. All right. We're good for now. I'll come back if I decide to do monk stuff. Though I do want to be careful that I don't accidentally use all the materials. Yeah, you got plenty of time to shave without T-WoW. I'm still playing Turtle WoW though. It's just I'm playing it on a questionable server, Cappy. But the only reason I'm doing that is because I was able to use the old client, didn't have to download a new one. This has to be an in. Was that a player? Seems like it. I didn't have to download the client that they have on their website, so I felt there was relatively little risk. I just had to update the realm list. I assume these are not there. I don't have any yet. Would you like a ancient silver coin? Never mind. That's 300. It's too valuable. What are your rates? 100 councils for 5 minutes of performance? Wait, what? Oh, it's a bard. All right. Well, there you go. He's barding it up. The nightly rate is insane. Okay. Repelling a bear. You love wool clothing. I just hit H to try and hail him. What's cooking? Ah, look at that. Cave cheese. Enjoy the cave cheese. Oh, I have Mach 1 and I never used it? Wait, what? Where are these books? Sort. Requires psychology level 1. How do I get psychology? Alright, I'm not sure. Cooking pan. Let's cook. Wait, what? You can meditate? Meditation is a recipe. Interesting. Why would I want a rotten strawberry? I still don't know. Earns 100 alchemy XP, first time bonus. Ah. Okay, but I don't have a potato. Spider speed potion requires alchemy level 5. Okay. So you can learn recipes that you don't necessarily have the stuff for. Healing pots. Basic fish scales. I imagine there's fishing in this game. Huh? Hello, Tyler. Drunk and sad. I was once a pretty good warrior, but not anymore. Now I got drunk. That's too bad. Here, I'll do a favor. Okay.
It doesn't seem like there's any reason not to do all the favors and just take them immediately. He's not the greatest of bards, unfortunately. Much like WoW, I'm not even reading these. Everyone wants favors done for them. Oh, he only wants gifts. Bear repellent. Where are all the other players? I think I saw someone leaving on a horse when I was outside, so I'm not sure. Think it was a player? Maintain lamp. If you had fuel oil, you could fuel it. Oh dear. Stables golem. Ah. Restoring your horse, I guess? Okay. Notice. See Durston to rent a room. All guests must pay for a bed, even if they don't stay the night. No exceptions. What? Sheldon. This is terrible. Strange dirt. Okay. Can I milk you? How many empty bottles do I have? Was it just the one? Metabolism cost 15? What? Okay. Interesting. So potions and stuff have a metabolism cost associated with them. I assume power is about magic, but I haven't run into anything that would give me magic. All right, now I've got 2 milks. There's just random loot all over the place. What? Oh, is it already 5? I think I'm going to call it here. Certainly, it's an interesting game. It's very, what would I say, unique. Like when I talk about boutique design, it's like very much from the mind of an individual. You can tell by how everything's done in a similar fashion. It's got some humor elements. I haven't really run into other players to sort of see what that experience would be like, grouping up together and doing something together yet. But I haven't done that in Monsters and Memories either. I see other players all the time, but grouping with them, nobody wants to group until you're like level 10-ish. So we'll see. I'll probably play this again and investigate being a monk and other stuff. But yeah, overall interesting
And I think I have some ideas of what I liked about it that I might use.
All right. I'll see you guys next time. Hail Hydra.